thinking I need you. Bless you for 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 thinking I need you. Bless. I need you. Bless you for thinking 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 I need you. Bless. I need you. Bless you for thinking 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 I need you. Bless. Let me out. Popping out. Cut me out. Now sleep. Bless you for thinking I need you. 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 Bless. Bless you for thinking I need you. 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 Bless.
Oh. And we are here, and we are ready for another edition. Well, annual edition. You got the lady in the back here for Ask Miss B Rob. We're doing this, this number 6, right? Yeah. So, got Miss B Rob in the place. We were supposed to do this for my birthday, as we do every year. It's tradition. We got drinks in here and everything. We got a whole array of questions sprawled out here. We got we lost Miss B Rob on that camera. I don't know what happened over there, but we still got it in the background. We'll work it out some kind of way. Let's see if we can get that to work just a little bit. The miracle of live television. I think it fell asleep. Can we get it back? I think I broke it. Over here. There we go. I don't know what happened. Oh, we got the logo on your face. We can't do that.
Oh, that's fine.
There you go. We put you right over there where everybody can see you.
Okay.
We got Max Carnage in the chat talking about E13. You wondering what the hell this is. We know you lying. We got Bruce Lee down here on the corner. Yeah, because that's Miss B Rob's favorite. We got to have Bruce Lee represented here and everything. But we're going to roll right into it because we have a whole bunch of questions for this evening.
Define a whole bunch.
What do you think is a whole bunch?
Well, I think last year, we had 14, 15, but you're saying a whole bunch. So what's a whole bunch?
Can you see that?
46?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you got...
People really want to know what's going on with Miss B-Rob, huh?
Yep.
Okay, let's get into these crazy questions.
All right, so let's see if we can switch.
Want to do, what would it be? Sing to me. Because he don't like to sing, so.
Okay. So you will want me to sing to you. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So the question was, I mean, if she could hypnotize me and have me do something
That you don't want to do.
that I don't want to do,
What would it be?
It would be sing.
Yes.
I had to repeat the question because we was on mute on this screen. I didn't test that out properly, so that was on my bad. So we good right here. See the audio levels, and we good right here. So we straight across the board now. And Carnage is telling me to sing. No.
And that's exactly what I get, Carnage, every single time.
Yeah. See that's. If she had the power to hypnotize me, she would have hypnotized me by now, and I would have been singing all the things. And I've said it before, if I could actually sing like, Music Soul Child or some shit like that, I would sing every day, all day. But let's roll on to question number 2. We got it from Rain Cruz, former guest of my podcast and everything. And she was the WWE guest ring announcer winner for SummerSlam this past year. So I got to see her live doing her thing in the ring at SummerSlam when I went to Vegas.
Oh, congratulations.
And her question is, how do you stay patient when your partner gets really, really, and I mean really annoying?
I give him the mom look and he leaves me alone. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything deeper than that. I mean, I could curse him out and hurt his feelings, but yeah, I usually give him the mom look and he usually back away.
Yeah, I usually go sit in my corner and color and just shut the fuck up.
No, he'll usually come out to his studio and just leave me alone.
Yeah. All right, next question comes from Glen B from the Stinky Dad podcast. If you could force Rob to take up one habit he doesn't currently have, what habit would you give him?
One habit.
Carnage says cleaning.
Exactly. Are you in my mind, Carnage? Yes, absolutely. That's it.
But I don't want it.
Well, you need to. This is a big ass house. So.
Next question also comes from Glenn. Would you rather listen to Rob's wrestling podcast every week or attend one live wrestling event a month? So that's your choice. Either listen to me every week.
Excuse me, Mr. Why you gotta put me on blast? Oh my goodness.
I mean, let's think about this though. I mean, you don't really have to listen to me run my mouth about wrestling, but if we went to one live event every month, and I wish we could afford that, you get to see some of your favorites.
Well,
Which we can't spoil it.
Excuse me, sir. He asked me this question.
I know. I'm just trying to pitch it because I like going to wrestling shows.
No, he asked me this question, so I'm going to answer it. Glen B. I would rather attend one live wrestling event a month than listen to the wrestling podcast.
Yeah, I would rather go to one live wrestling event.
Well, he didn't ask you. He asked me.
Okay.
So, I hear him talk and out here sometimes, and I don't want to listen to that every week. So, I would rather attend a wrestling event.
You can see some of our favorites, in which we can't spoil the lead on that because I think that's one of the questions later on down the line.
Okay.
All right. Next question comes from Paul from the Book Busters podcast. And, you know, me and Paul always do these film and movie reviews and everything. And his question, you know, he has a little bit of preamble before. Another year gone, eh? And I can't do it in his accent because he's from England, London and shit. So you got one of those proper accents, and I can't impersonate it. Can you do it?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna embarrass myself on here. I mean, I mess around up in the house with the little one, but I'm not gonna mess around tonight.
Another year gone, eh?
No.
All right. And yet another attempt to foster a sense of peace and tranquility. What? Who has the better taste in music, film, TV, and fashion between you two?
Oh, come on, Paul. Now you know the answer to this.
Man, look what I'm wearing right now, though.
It is I, Mrs. B. Rob. No questions asked, nothing. Me. I have better taste in music, definitely film, everything. Me.
Okay.
All day.
I will give it to her in fashion.
And music and TV and film.
She does have an exquisite taste in the music department. But TV and film, I mean, it's just kind of like linear. It's just the same across the board. It's just like motherfucker get shot, some surgery, Shmar Moore with some bad braids on his head. You know, it's just all the same.
It is not all the same. Don't even do me like that. It is not all the same. It's just what you see me watch. But I am the one that got you into movies, sir. So do not play me.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No, you further aided my addiction.
We're not gonna argue on your show tonight. We're not gonna do that. But it's me, Paul.
Okay. Next question comes from one of your favorites. Jodi B. Jodi B of the Po Boy podcast.
I should have known.
His question: if you guys have boogers in your nose, do you tell each other? I do.
I tell him all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I don't like how she said she tells me all the time, like I got boogers in my nose all the time.
I tell him, and then he does this thing where he goes, "Get it out." I'm like, "Ew, no."
Next question also
Jodi?
From Jodi B.
Uh-oh.
All right. If you found out you were going to die in a week, what's one fun experience you'd have to try?
For some reason, although I probably drown, but I want to go scuba diving. No, I cannot swim, but I would love to go scuba diving. So that is what I would want to try.
That wouldn't be too hard because, I mean, you don't even really have to go that far down. And then you would have, like, the gear and you can breathe and all kind of stuff. So you wouldn't have to worry about doing like Sonic or whatever.
Well, you never know. My tank might not work.
Next question. Also,
From
Jodi.
Jodi. What? Wait a minute.
If you had to pick.
Oh, gosh.
Would you pick A, Rob with no arms? So I'd just be Nubby McGee up in here. I'd be like this.
Oh my gosh, Jodi!
So Rob with no arms. Or B, Rob with no legs.
See, this is really hard And the reason why it's hard is because I love being in his arms, but I also really love to look at his legs. He have really beautiful legs.
You got to pick one now.
I know. Damn it, Jodi. I would Rob with, well, shit. I would have to pick no legs. Then he can't put his cold feet on me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to go with no legs. And I was going to say no arms, but then I was like, well, you have to drive me around, so.
Yeah. We can do
no legs, they got the little equipment, so. But no, you can still steer with arms. So I'm gonna go with the no legs. I take him with no legs. I just push him down the hill in his wheelchair.
Or we can do option C. We can have one leg, one arm.
Ew, no.
Hey, but like I was saying, you know, when you had that knee surgery or whatever, you was talking about, I shouldn't have did this or whatever. I said, man, they could have cut it off and gave you a new one. You had Bluetooth in there and all kinds of crazy shit. And Carnage in the chat is saying that Jodi has his question asking down to an art form. Next question.
At least he didn't forget this time.
Yeah. And he made sure that I got him twice, so he said he didn't want to have a problem with you.
Thanks, Jodi.
Next question comes from Dan Deacons of the Starting Five podcast. How does she tolerate your wrestling and gun obsession?
Well, who's to say I don't have a gun obsession?
That's why it's tolerated. That part of it, at least. I mean, the wrestling thing, that's something else.
I don't mind the wrestling stuff, I don't mind either one of them really, because I myself love guns. But as far as the wrestling, it's great that he has his own thing that he really loves, and he can do it for as long as fucking wrestling's been on. So he's got a long way to go. So that gets him out of my hair for a little bit that I do have. Out of my hair for a while, so I don't mind it at all.
Word. So, next question comes from Nick Anaselli.
Nick, what's up, Nick?
How did you handle military life?
Nick, did you forget I was in the military too, buddy?
Hey.
So I was already used to it.
That was his question.
But as far as being on the other side of military as a spouse and not actively in myself, when you get established somewhere and then you have to leave what you know to make sure that your family's okay, it's kind of hard, because when one place is all that you know for a while and you've got everything situated and you've got your life going on and everything, and then you just have to leave it, it's kind of hard going somewhere else and you have to start all back over again. But it's also, you know, easy in or trying and making and meeting new people. So that was a good aspect of it, because now I have friends that I've never thought I would have. But yeah, it can be trying, but it's worth it.
Also, we got a follow-up question to this one in the chat. We got Height up in here, Height Roberts. He asked, how was it in the Army?
It was okay. I only went to, first, basic sucked. The place I was at was terrible. I vowed never to go back, but ended up going back as a military spouse. But I went to Korea, which was awesome. I loved it over there. And then I went to Kansas. And then they were going to send me back to Korea. And I was just like, I think I'm done. But again, it's just meeting new people, making lifelong friends. It was good for me.
another question from Nick Anicelli. What's your biggest pet peeve about Rob?
Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
The biggest one.
Okay, my biggest pet peeve in all honesty about Mr. B Rob is he can see that something needs to be done. I can mention it that something needs to be done, and he waits for me to get ticked off about it before he handles it. If you get my drift.
Before she gives me the mom face. And Carnage says in the chat, so the man syndrome.
Pretty much.
Next question. And Height echoes that sentiment. He said, that's all men. Next question, also Nick Anicelli.
Okay.
Dream retirement plan for you guys.
Oh my gosh.
To do nothing.
My dream is to absolutely just do nothing but travel. There are so many places that I want to see and visit.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess being a millionaire to be able to do all of that stuff is my dream. For his dream is to do whatever I say.
Yeah. Next question comes from Paul Griffin, my co-host on RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk.
Hey, Paul.
Do you ever get to see B-Rob, or do you have to be a guest on this podcast to chat with him?
Sometimes I think it's better if I do chat with him in his podcast to talk to him. Because he lives out here a lot. But no, I see him briefly. Maybe I should be a guest more often. But I don't want to talk about wrestling. So maybe I won't.
Hey, you got one of your question askers here in the chat is Glenn. He's saying, hey.
Hey, Glenn.
All right, next question.
Is that Stinky Dad?
Yeah, that's Stinky Dad. Next question is also from Paul.
Okay.
Favorite sketch from I Think You Should Leave. That's the show I told you don't ever fucking watch.
Well, unfortunately, Paul, I have no idea because he told me not to watch it, and I trust him in that because he know I would probably be angry if it's something stupid as hell. So
yeah,
no, I don't have a favorite sketch. Sorry.
Next question comes from Noah Stewart, also my co-host on RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk.
Hey, Noah.
You know those window decals where Calvin is pissing on something? Mm-hmm. What would be the best thing for Calvin to piss on? Something that you hate because it's something that you don't like that he peeing on.
Right. He could piss on. I don't know. Let me think about it real quick.
Piss on R. Kelly. He might like it though.
He could piss on. I can't even think of a wrestler I don't like. I was about to think of a wrestler that I don't like that he could piss on, but.
Perplexing, isn't it?
It is. That's a.
Well, he can piss on I Think You Should Leave.
Well, I didn't see that, so that's B-Rob's answer because I don't know. He can piss on the ABCs of death. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Brendan and them from the Cult 45 podcast. We had to do a movie review on a movie called The ABCs
Well, first
of
off,
Death.
we didn't have to do it.
I did.
He
invited
had to
her.
do it. He invited me in, and I should have choked him for that.
So, I mean, it was me, her, and my son. And I think my son made it all the way up to L out of all the ABCs and everything. And I soldiered through it. Mrs. B. Rob soldiered through it.
I should have left at B.
Yeah. A was all right because you didn't know where everything was going. But after that, it was just like the hill just got very steep. Next question. Cody, another co-host from the RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk podcast. Who is your favorite wrestler?
Oh my goodness. I had a favorite, but now I have a few. But I would have to go with Roman Reigns.
He was just on the TV
He
when
was,
she came
and I
in
was
here.
looking. Yes, I was.
Mm-hmm. Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Also from Cody.
Okay.
What do you think of Rob's Blu-ray collection?
Okay, the funny thing is,
You wouldn't be there if it wouldn't.
here's the funny thing. When we met, it's a movie collector. Okay? But of course, back then it was just strictly DVDs. No Blu-ray, right? Not a problem. They still play, they still work. So when Blu-ray came about, Rob says, "Oh, the quality is so much better, blah blah blah. They look better. All this 4K, blah blah blah, whatever." So he starts buying all of my movies that I've had for God knows how long into Blu-ray. And I'm like, that's pointless because we already had them. But he thinks that the Blu-rays are better. So he's buying all the Blu-ray and getting rid of all of my DVDs. But the funny thing is, the movies that I had, like the Medeas and the what else is there?
That's
the
it.
urban movies of mine, he ain't fucking with them. Not at all. Just getting the ones that he liked for Blu-ray. So what I think about his Blu-ray collection, it could kick rocks because I could have kept my own DVDs.
Hey man, what I've learned from the whole thing about the Blu-ray and DVDs and all that stuff.
Are you gonna get down to the science?
No, it's just that to Mrs. B. Rob, it doesn't fucking matter because she can't see shit. So.
What the fuck? Really? Okay.
Because I put a Blu-ray in and I put a DVD in, she's like, it looks the same to me.
Exactly.
You know, I was like, ooh, because we having a conversation about LASIK and shit. So, I mean, that tells you what the eyesight is like.
Hey. You ain't gonna be able to see that with two black ones.
Next question comes from the Kingpin, Kenny Cross. He was my lead commentator at the Dallas show that I did commentary for.
Hey, Kingpin.
So, how is it being married to someone with a well-known show?
I'm married to someone with a well-known show? Well, in that case, I guess it's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't know that it was a well-known show. But I guess it's pretty cool.
Also,
He's still acting the same, so he ain't gotten fancy yet. So.
I mean, I still drink with my pinky out.
Well, you've always done that. So.
Next question, also from Kenny.
Okay.
Thoughts on the Will Smith slap?
That's not what I said.
Oh, that's not what. Oh, I'm looking at the.
Oh, now, who needs some glasses or some
Oh,
LASIK?
nah, I've been drinking.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you're. Okay.
What's an average day in your life look like?
My life. I get up at 5:15 in the morning and I get myself ready for work. I go to work and I deal with crazy people sometimes.
Shenanigans.
I drive home, talk to my little one, start dinner, possibly a load of laundry, get myself ready for work the next day, make sure little one gets ready for school while hubby comes home, he eats and he comes out here to his little studio, and then I'm ready for bed and he's still out here. So there you go.
Yeah.
I hope I broke it down good enough for you.
Also from Kenny, yeah. No, next one's from Brian from the Small Town Nerdcast.
Hi, Brian.
His question was thoughts on the Will Smith slap.
My thoughts is does not affect me in any way. I didn't get slapped. It's not affecting my pockets. He's got the money to deal with it. He's tired probably of all the jokes and the clowning on him. He's letting you know that he not a punk. So, well, maybe because he's supposed to be in rehab now. So, I don't know. That's it.
Rehab for what?
I guess anger.
What?
Supposedly. I don't know. I'm not there. I can't call him on the phone and ask him. So.
Oh. So.
He's probably just tired. He's been the butt of jokes for well over a year, 2 years. So.
Yeah, since that Red Table shit, right?
Yeah.
So, what if it was The Rock instead of Chris Rock up there? You think he would have went up there and did the same shit?
Probably not. But then you have to understand they're friends. They've been friends for a very long time. And supposedly 2016, Chris Rock was up there and made the jokes about Jada boycotting the freaking Oscars then. And then here it is these years later, and he's still making jokes about her. So he just wanted to let him know, stop talking about my wife.
So we got the, I guess, Will Smith's aspect of the situation or whatever, but from the side of Chris Rock or whatever, do you think he did the right thing by not retaliating?
He probably said, I better stop because Will might beat my ass. I mean, he was wrong because supposedly, again, that wasn't in his rehearsed joke, punchline, or whatever you want to call it. So he just ad-libbed that shit and that lip got hit. So, in retrospect, he probably was thinking I shouldn't have did that in the first place. And I don't know.
Word.
But then his hands is the way he holds his hands. He probably can't open them up all the way to retaliate.
He got the Pookie hands from New Jack City. All right. Next question also comes from Brian.
Okay.
What song has been stuck in your head the most this year?
I can't think of the name. I just know the tune, but it's by Snow Allegra.
Why?
Why?
No, what?
Yeah, her name is Snow Allegra.
That sounds like the fucking nose spray, Allegra.
Oh my gosh. If you don't know who she is, check her out. Oh my god, I can't think of the song. And I don't have my phone to look. But I've been humming it all week.
Snow Allegra.
Mm-hmm.
I must investigate.
SNOH. Snow Allegra. And it's with oh my god, what is his name?
What you say? How you spell it?
SNOH. Snow Allegra.
Oh, that was the first one. Here you go. You can use my phone.
Yes, thank you. Because I've been humming it.
Got it?
Yep. I Want You Around. That's the name of the song.
Use Snow Allegra.
Are you going to look it up, Brian? Let me know what you think when you listen to it. I Want You Around. Snow Allegra.
I don't want to get DMCA'd. I'm going to turn that off. Oh, shit. I can't stop it. There it is. All right. Also from Brian. Should I get into NFTs?
Yes, you should. And let me tell you, when you do, break me off some change.
Hey, that's your investment tips from Mrs. B-Rock.
I was just reading where I believe you lost me again. The camera just went off. I just read today actually where a 12-year-old girl got into NFTs and made over $1 million.
Word.
Selling them. So when you do, Brian, break me off a little something.
Break you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
No. Just a couple coins.
So.
And then when you do it, let me know how you did it. And my little one can draw some shit. And then she can get into it. And then boom, we'll both be millionaires.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Yes. Let B Rob know and he'll let me know.
I'll let you know to let him know. What the hell happened to my shit?
It might be on a timer. Did you ever think about that? I'm going to take that as a no.
No, I did not. Because it was working fine before.
Yeah. It might be on the timer. But it's okay. Show must go on. Technical difficulties is okay.
Yup. We'll make it do what it do. You don't want that one.
Yeah, Brian, that song is stuck in my head again. Thank you.
We'll figure it out. But I can just move to the side ever so gently. All right. So the next question comes from
Aaron.
Let me move this back over here.
Have I watched the Halo TV show? Not yet, but I'm hearing great things. I'm hearing that it's really good. Maybe I should be a movie critic.
I've been telling her this for years since she has
Hey,
superior taste in movies.
So you've been telling me this for years.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, people. Who is the best with the movies? Me. Okay. No, but I've been hearing really great things about it, so I'm gonna have to look into that. I heard great things, to go off topic, but I heard great things about this show called From. So I've been watching that. So when I finish this, I'm gonna watch Halo, and then I will let B Rob know what I think to tell you. How about that?
Yeah, do that though.
I will.
All right, I'm still trying to figure that out, but if I could, we'll just put this right here. I move to the side.
Okay.
You over there.
Yep.
We good.
Okay.
Next question. Let me move this shit out the way. Also comes from Aaron.
Okay.
Best song to knock boots to?
In the Mood by Johnny Gill.
Yes. Yes. That is very delightful. I just want to big you up real quick. See your flip-flops. Next question, also from Aaron. Do you shower with the lights on or off?
Now, my husband just told you I wear glasses. Why would I shower with the lights off? Are you trying to kill me?
Well, Aaron is more of an observation question because Aaron noticed that white people, they don't wash below their knees. What? Hey, I mean, that's one of his observations.
Well, it depends on what mood, because I can shower with candlelight, but I still have to have some type of light. So I guess with the lights on.
And then if, like there's times that I'm here in the daytime, like early in the morning or whatever, we got a pretty decent size window in the bathroom or whatever, and it lights up the whole room. So, I mean, I don't turn the lights on.
Well, he didn't ask you that
Yeah,
question.
you're right.
He
Next
asked
question.
me.
Next question. From Cosmic, she was one of my training partners in Missouri.
Hi,
For
Cosmic.
wrestling. Favorite uncommon food pairings. So, you pregnant people, they eat pickles and peanut butter.
No, I ate dill pickles with sour cream and onion chips. But I think the weirdest thing that I did was cucumbers on a Wendy's burger. So I guess that would be that's not my favorite. I only did that because I was pregnant. Favorite well, I like eating raw pecans or pecans with any flavor of ice cream. It doesn't matter what flavor it is, but I gotta have my raw pecans.
Okay. Here comes that brand new flavor in your ear. So, let's see. The next question, also from Cosmic. Do you miss military life?
No.
So that's civilian wise or just being in it yourself?
Being in it myself, I do not miss it. As far as being on the opposite side as a spouse, sometimes, and I guess the only reason is because, every so often you would be moving to somewhere new. So again, it's kind of a 50-50 because when you move, you got to start all back over again, with job and everything like that. But sometimes just getting to know new people. So kind of. But as far as job wise, no, I think I'd rather stay because I'm, building up my retirement. So.
Okay. Valid point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question, also from Cosmic.
All right. Cosmic for the 3 times.
If you could jump into a love story with Rob, which love story would you pick? Examples like Romeo and Juliet, any Disney movies, like Donkey and the Dragon from Shrek.
A love story.
Height says Titanic.
Oh my god!
Because I'd be the motherfucker in the Frozen just.
Knowing it was room up there on that damn door. Let's see.
There was room, but it was just like a weight distribution thing. If you would have got on there, they would have both went down.
Well, they should have took turns. How about that?
True.
Let me see. Love story.
Beauty and the Beast, because I'm a hairy motherfucker. No? Okay. I'll continue to drink.
Yes. What is that movie with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo? Is it Down from Heaven?
That's why you are the superior.
I believe it's
movie person.
Down to Heaven, with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. That would be the love story that I would choose for us. If he really loves me, he'd probably just be like, I don't really know this heifer and she just gonna die. I ain't gonna look for her.
All right. Next question from Dree.
Who?
Dree.
Oh, hi, Dree. Huh?
If you had to do
it.
If you had to do it over, would you have kids?
Dree's hiding here. Thank you. If I had to do it over, I probably would not have kids. Now, let me just tell you, I love my children. I just probably would not do it in this world that we live in today.
Fair. Next question also comes from Dree.
Dree for the 2 times.
What is your dream place to travel or live?
I want to visit Egypt.
She wants to walk like an Egyptian.
I don't. But I want to visit Egypt, and I would probably want to live in Dubai.
Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
What do you buy in
Sure.
Dubai? Okay. Next question from Dree as well. Who is a worse patient when ill? I'm guessing that's either me or you.
Rob.
Why?
Rob is.
Why am I?
Because you're such a freaking baby. Oh my gosh.
How? Explain this to me. How am I the baby?
Easy. Because you are mama's boy. So you are a baby.
And I guess because like it's a rarity that I get sick. So whenever it do hit me, it's just like Hiya! It just comes all down, and it gets me like the worst. So I'm just like, Lord Jesus. Next question from Dree as well.
Quadruple Dree.
What is the moment you fell for your spouse? Spice. I don't know what that was about. Spice. Hooks, Rose, and Spices.
Okay, Dree. I know this is Ask Miss B Rob, but I want us both to answer this question.
I told you when you cooked.
Okay, so tell really? Seriously?
When you made me the lamb.
Really?
No. For me, my memory is bad with like timeline skews and all that other stuff. But it was around the time we were still dating. You was in the apartment, so I have that frame of reference.
Okay.
But for me, it was more around the time than when I was getting those speeding tickets.
Oh my God! Really?
And like you didn't have to do that, but you were like, you helped me out of those situations. But it was beyond that. It was because you were helping me in my financial situations at that point in time. You got me on the straight and narrow. You helped me get my credit up. You helped me get myself in order and everything. And you helped me better provide for us. So I was highly appreciative of that. And I was just like, that was something that I was not used to. Like somebody trying to legitimately help me to become better rather than just leech off of me because of what I could do for them. So that's kind of where like it was like, woo, it was going up.
Sometimes I can be a little too blunt. And I'm so glad that this isn't a cartoon and the bubbles pop out of what, the person thinks. The moment that I fell for Mr. B. Rob was, I'm not one to really do meetups, I guess you could say. And one of his family members, this is when we were in Georgia, one of his family members was doing a show in Atlanta. I had never been to Atlanta.
CJ, yeah.
I had never been to Atlanta. And he was like, do you want to go? So I was like, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. We'll go, whatever. So we went. The show didn't go like we planned, but
no.
But the experience was wonderful. And I say that because he knew that I wasn't one to do stuff like that, but he made me feel so comfortable. And this was my, time meeting someone, outside of his parents or whatever, in his family, someone more close to, his age and stuff. And he just made me feel so comfortable. And he bought me, the first time a guy had ever bought me shoes. He bought me a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And just being comfortable and, being the gentleman, opening up the door and making sure I was okay. And it just did something. And right there I was like, oh, I could see myself with him for the rest of my life. And here we are. Here we are. I hope that answered your question, Jordan.
That was like, I never heard that before. And it was just like, I can, how my memory is. But I remember doing that trip and it was just like, it wasn't out of the norm that, anything that I done it wasn't out of the norm for me to do anything like that. It was just like, it felt like that's what I was supposed to be doing. So I just did it. Hype. He was simping and tricking.
Probably.
All right.
Probably. You might be right.
Dree again.
All right. Woo.
You found 10 million cash. Do you turn it in or run? No camera on the scene.
What $10 million? Does that answer your question?
Next question. Dree as well.
Ooh, okay, Dree.
No holds barred wrestling match. Who wins between you and me?
Me.
Yeah, because I would submit. I would tap out. She would put her hands up, and I'd be like, I'd be like Doc. I'd show my belly. I'd just be like.
I would win.
Next question comes from Chase.
Uh-oh.
What's your favorite recipe? And could you share how it's made? That's an inside joke there.
Chase, I am not sharing my recipe, but you know what it is. Thank you.
Next question also from Chase.
Okay. Why didn't I share the recipe? Oh.
If you could live outside the U.S., where would it be?
I'm conflicted because
I know you was talking about Dubai earlier.
But then, well, I don't want to be around a whole bunch of water because my ass can't swim still. And I have tsunamis and shit. But probably Dubai. I'd probably live in Dubai. Or Canada, maybe.
Yeah, free healthcare. But we get, TRICARE anyway. So, but I mean, that's something different. I mean, who knows what's the worst of two evils there?
Yes.
Also from Chase.
All right.
What's something scary that you want to do?
Purge.
The Purge? Like the movie The Purge? All right, next question.
No, I'm kidding. Something scary. Why would I want to do something scary?
I don't know. Maybe it's, like, I'm not scared of heights, but I would like to skydive, but I don't want to do that shit. I kind of, nothing.
I don't know. I probably want to.
Glenn said shout out to him because he's in Canada.
Hey, Glenn. Probably do something that's dealing with ghosts or something.
What, like paranormal hunting and shit? Like supernatural?
Yeah, but I don't want to see no skinwalkers though. I'd be killed because thinking somebody needs some damn help.
Carnage said he gonna come over here if the purge happens.
Come on, I got you.
All right. Question from Herbie.
That's Herbie.
Yeah, that's one of my homeboys from high school and stuff.
Hey, is it Herb or Herb?
Herb.
Because sometimes the H is
because his name is Herbert.
Okay. Hi, Herb.
You can summon one food dish a week to magically appear. Same dish every week. What is it?
Same dish. Huh. Bulgogi.
Yeah.
Bulgogi. All day, every day. That's it.
She's been on a quest to find the perfect bulgogi dish. And, I think of all the foods that she ever talked about, that's the only one that she is like constant with. That's just like she wants it all the goddamn time. But
so if he has any Korean listeners that can make bulgogi, please share your recipe down to a T.
Chase probably go find it, so you trade you for the.
No, Chase, I am not trading in my cornbread recipe.
Glenn's girlfriend asked, "Would you stay in a haunted hotel overnight?"
Yes, I would.
Okay, I'll be outside.
You will be right there with
in the car.
No, you won't.
Also from Herbie. You can purchase one mega expensive item right now. What is it?
Okay, I don't know the name of it. Okay.
Chase asks how you spell bulgogi.
Bulgogi. Bulgogi. Okay, back to her. Still not trading, Chase. Okay, back to her. So I don't know the name of it, but it's a car that is insane. And I know for a It's not like a Maserati or a Rolls Royce or anything like that. But it's beautiful, and I cannot think of the name of it. But when I do get
Bugatti?
the name of it, no, I will definitely tell you. We'll tell him to tell you what it is. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a fucking spaceship.
Chase said that it looked like it's easy to make.
But go. See, the thing is, being that I've been over in Korea, recipes that they have on Pinterest or wherever you're looking, Chase, are not it.
Next question, also from Herb. Okay. You can tame and highly train any animal. What is it?
A cheetah.
Why a cheetah?
I like them. They're pretty.
Okay, very well. Next question comes from Brandon from the Cult 45 podcast, one of my favorite local podcasts here in Houston.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the one from that ABC's of Death?
Yeah, he the one that made us watch the ABC. Well, made me watch.
I don't want to answer this question. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Brandon. Okay.
Favorite board game and why?
I think my favorite board game would have to be Operation.
Mm-hmm. It's not Twister.
And no, it's not Twister. Because just trying to get those little pieces out of there without hitting the sides and then hearing it's just fun.
Very well. Also from Brandon. Mm-hmm. Favorite gun?
Oh. Well, because I've shot them a lot, I like the Glocks. Mm-hmm. All of them. Mm-hmm. Yep. But then too, it's this shotgun, baby. Woo! I can't wait to get it. Watch out, people.
Height asks if it was a McLaren.
No.
But you would know the name if you heard it.
I bet it's not. No, but it's not a McLaren. I see them all the time.
Okay. Yeah, because Houston is.
It's not a McLaren.
All right. Also
McLarens
from
look like Porsches.
Also from Brandon. Mm-hmm. What's a hobby you always wanted to do but never did? So, yeah. I mean, I bought this crazy ass.
You didn't buy that for me, so don't even put that out there.
Hey, I did.
No, you didn't. Mm-hmm. You're lying.
I bought it for us.
Okay. So he bought a sewing machine for him, but now it's for us. But I've always wanted to get into sewing so I could possibly make my own, clothes and designs or whatever, and see how far I could get with it. Somebody be like, "Oh, girl, what you wearing?" I'm like, me.
Chase said,
here we go, Chase.
So does she eat pickles but not cucumbers? She said she had a bad experience with that on a burger.
No, I put cucumbers on a burger when I was pregnant. That was a question for the uncommon food pairings. Mm-hmm. So I eat cucumbers and I eat pickles, mm-hmm. but it's not in bulgogi.
Next question comes from Cinco Donald. He was one of the guys that carried me like a backpack in our Halo tournament. And he wants to know if Rob is packing heat or what.
When you say heat, sir, what exactly are you referring to?
He was he specific. I asked him to verify, and
okay.
he was talking about.
You know where my mind can go.
He was talking about my penis.
Oh, why do you want to know? Donald? I don't know how to answer this question. It might be. Let him try. Yes, he's packing heat. If he wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
This is true. Also, we got a question in the chat from Carl Bird.
Who?
Carl.
Yeah,
he's in Rhode Island. He hosts one of the podcasts, the Codex Prime, and he's friends with Nick.
Okay.
Because Nick is from Rhode Island.
All right.
Yeah. So,
hey, Carl.
And I always do
Carl from Walking Dead. Yes.
Exactly. I'll be like, Carl. And he asks, pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Yes, I eat pineapple on pizza.
It's fine. I mean, I don't make it's not a standing appointment for it or whatever, but I mean, if it's in the room, I will eat it.
Because you eat anything, you're Mikey.
This is true. Donald also. Favorite vacation and why? So this kind of answers somebody's question here in the chat. I think it was Height. But your favorite vacation?
I haven't had it yet.
What? All right, so that would be rememberable vacation. Because that wasn't your vacation that we just had with all the kids and stuff. But that's a memorable one, right?
Yes. Okay, so my favorite vacation, I believe, will be in 2023.
Yeah.
That would be my favorite one. Because it's a place that I've always wanted to go. And we're making it happen. But we'll talk about that on the next one. Okay, so my most memorable vacation was for my birthday last year. Guys, I was surprised like hell. I'm not gonna lie. So for the longest time, my husband had been talking about Seattle. I'm like, what the fuck is in Seattle? You don't know anyone in Seattle. Why do we have to go to Seattle? So for my birthday last year, he booked us flights and everything to freaking Seattle, which has the cleanest water ever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so get there, everything, day one, okay, whatever. We're here in Seattle. Second day, he wakes us up and he had the older kids come too, because they no longer live with us. So he had them come too, and I was surprised to see them when they walked down the plane aisle. But so the next day, we get up. He's like, we gotta go. And I'm like, where the fuck are we going? But I'm just like, okay, whatever. So he puts in the GPS, the location or whatever. We're riding. I'm not really paying any attention. I'm looking at the scenery and everything. We pull into a fucking cemetery. And I'm like, why are we in a cemetery? And he's just like, oh, I don't know. I think I got turned around or whatever. And he turns the GPS off or whatever. Right? And I'm thinking he's looking for a way out of the cemetery, but we're going deeper into the cemetery. And I'm like, what the fuck? By now, I'm like, this motherfucker trying to kill me. What's going on? And he stops, he parks the car, we get out, and he's all like, come on. And he grabs me. Kids are taking their sweet ass time. And I'm just like, kids, I love you in case this is the last time that you ever see me. Y'all, we walking, we talking, whatever. We get to this big ass tree and he stops and he's just like, go ahead. I'm like, where the fuck am I going? And he's just like, go. I turn my head to the left and I see a headstone. Y'all gonna make me cry again. I see a headstone and I'm like, oh, I realize where the fuck I am. He took me to Seattle to Bruce Lee's grave. Guys, when I tell you I cried, and I mean I ugly cried, the people was looking at me like, this bitch don't know this man. Why is she crying like this? I was literally crying my balls out. Like, I can't cry my makeup. I can't wipe my face. Oh my God. But and then he gonna tell me some take a picture. Now I done ugly cried and he want me to take a picture. But I did. So I can have it in my memory. It was the best ever. And that it was amazing. It was amazing. I was speechless. For the whole rest of the day. I was floating.
And I think the only thing that kind of brought us down was when we went to the National Black American Museum.
Oh my God. Yeah, that fucked it up.
Yeah, that kind of took it down a notch because we marked it on the places that we wanted to go in Seattle, and they had like a African American Natural Arts Museum or some shit like that. So we marked it on the map. We put it on our to-do list, and after we went to the Bruce Lee gravesite. We had breakfast. Then we went to like a museum exhibit that had some Bruce Lee's
some letters from him that he had written to Linda, like stuff like that. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But this damn African American, let me tell you. So we pull up and it looks like some apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the side you see like some murals of like Jimi Hendrix and I forgot who else it was. So we get out, we thinking that this is something legit. Why is it boarded up? There is a freaking trailer in the front, and then they had like this ping board or whatever, pick board with little pictures and people sleep. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And my son was like, what, we can't go in? I started to slap the hell out of him. Like, go in what? Go in what? Where are we going to go? Mm-hmm. So we hurried our asses back up and got back in the car and we took off.
Yeah, I was kind of upset about that. Carl, you wanted to know, did you play hard to get, B-Rob, or was you trying to? Was you trying to play hard to get with me, or were you trying to court me or whatever, or vice versa? I don't know, because this is
okay. So here's the thing. So when we met, I was a cop.
Mm-hmm. She looked me up.
I did, and I was like the first time that we met, I was like, if he tried anything, I could shoot him, because at the time I was real little. And I was like, I could shoot him if he tried anything crazy. Self-defense. Yeah. And then I did my research on him and everything. And play hard to get. No, I'm an adult. I'm not a kid. And I go for what I want.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that, because it was just like, there was no muss, no fuss. It was just like, I was there and it was just like, shit was just laid out. Just like, hey, this is what it is. I was like, all right. I'm down.
I feel like when you get to a certain point, there's no need for games. Mm-hmm. It's either you are or you aren't. Mm-hmm.
And I appreciated that a lot.
I don't have time to be playing games, and it was just like, hey, this is what it is. Either you want it or you don't. Mm-hmm. So no, I didn't play hard to get.
Mm-hmm. Also, from Carl. What was your favorite choice made what was your favorite choices made that was in Walmart?
I don't have any favorites.
Yeah, she don't watch my shit, man. So I know mine was they had just the other day, they had muffins and the chocolate chip cookies from the freaking deli section, the place where they bake the shits. They had them all the way on the other side of Walmart in the toy aisle, just stacked up perfectly neat on top of each other there. Somebody went to the bakery section, grabbed these items, went across the goddamn store and was like, nah, I don't want this shit, and just left it there.
I think they did that just for you.
Just for me.
Yeah, I appreciate. They follow your Instagram and they're like, this dude's gonna come in here and he's gonna do some shit on this, so I'm gonna put these over here.
I appreciate it. Height says you're a great storyteller.
Thank you.
And he wanted to know why Bruce Lee was buried in Seattle. That's where his wife was from.
Yes. So originally, which is why it was a surprise, is because I actually thought he was buried over in Hong Kong. That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. And Linda, his wife, after he passed away, brought him back to Seattle because that's where they lived at the time. So she had him buried there. And then when Brandon passed, she had him buried next to Bruce. So that's why they're in Seattle.
Yeah. And it's just so much just about that area or whatever. Even when we went to the museum, like right down the road from it was like a
restaurant that he used to go to all the time.
A restaurant that he would frequent all the time. And they had his booth that he would sit in. It was just preserved just the way it was when he used to come there. They had a big mural of him on the outside and everything. She got pictures in front of it and whatnot. So That's why he's in Seattle, because that's where he felt home was. Next question is also from Donald.
Okay.
What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't? That's kind of what Brandon was asking as well.
Live in a mansion. I like to write, and at one point it was I wanted to publish a book. I did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess now is to live in a mansion. I want to live in a mansion. So who's gonna make that happen? Listeners, any takers?
Hey man, I'm working on it. All right, next question. What? That can't be the end of the questions. There's more.
There's more. But where are the rest of the questions at?
Or was it?
I think that was it.
I think that was it. We done got through all 46 of the questions that we had there. So, yay.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Go
You're right.
Go be rock. What?
There's one more thing.
Oh, okay.
And I have it saved right here. And I think it'll play properly. Let me turn up my volume a little bit.
Singing?
No. It's from Carl as well. He left us a voicemail.
Oh, okay.
First of all, happy birthday to B-Rob, Carl, Rhode Island. But yeah, happy birthday to you, brother. And my question for B-Rob is, I did see the video of you visiting Goofy's grave, which is phenomenal. So I was wondering if that was number one on your bucket list, and if so, what is now that that's gone off, what's next? All right, happy birthday to Rob. Thank you to Rob. Fuck yeah.
Man, thank you for the happy birthday there, Carl.
Carl, you saw that ugly cry. Oh my god. Woo. Yes, that most definitely was number one on my I wish I could do list.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like to say bucket list because that's like make me feel like I'm about to kick the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
So wish I could do list. So now that is done, I guess again I've always wanted to go to a sandals resort, and we're making that happen for our 15-year anniversary. So I guess that would be my number 2, just to have that whole experience. I don't know how I'm gonna do leaving my kid, and I'm so far away, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll have to come up with another one and see how many I can cross off, right?
Yeah.
But thank you for your question, Carl, and I'm sorry you saw that ugly cry video.
Yeah. So for those in the audience that may have not heard the voicemail, it was Carl. Carl. He asked about the Bruce Lee memorial video that I took of Mrs. B. Rob visiting his grave site. And he wanted to know, since that was that something on her bucket list, and since it's crossed off, what's the next thing that she would like to do, or something that is added to that bucket list now. So she gave you that answer. And with that being said, unless we have anything in the chat, I mean, that's it for the questions.
That went by so fast.
Yeah. Time flies when you're doing the things. So that was everything. And I can say that this was the 6th annual Ask Miss B. Rob. I had to point this way because the words are right here. We got Bruce Lee over there. He hanging with us and whatnot. And I appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you all for your questions.
Yeah, for your questions popping up here in the chat and everything like that. I appreciate Mrs. B. Rob the most. And I got to put my hands up like this. Yeah. For humoring me once again for this 6th year of the Random Ramblers with Rob podcast. January 13th is the anniversary of the show from its inception all the way up until then. But truly, Ask Miss B Rob is the real marker of the anniversary of this show. So on behalf of myself and Mrs. B Rob, I appreciate you all for joining us. And shit, hell, God willing, see you next year.
Yay. Thank you guys.